Throughout the semester, the theme of intersectionality has come up multiple times and in multiple different facets because of the wide range that intersectionality does cover. When defined, intersectionality means it's composed of the social categories that are placed upon it, such as race, class, and gender, along with sexuality. And it's generally just all of the intersections that make a person who they are, and it also makes up their advantages and disadvantages in the world. This is such an important concept in terms of the African diaspora because of the fact that because there was so many different types of people from so many different parts of Africa, then who ended up in different places of the world and ended up in different religions and who have different genders and different sexualities and different beliefs. It has to be something that's taken into consideration because it also is kind of the deciding factors for the advantages and disadvantages you'll have as a person. And in relation to womanhood, like there's almost, or especially in America, it's almost like a ranking system, not a ranking system, but like a social class system that basically pits people against each other, and black women almost always end up at the bottom because they have to deal with the sexism because they're a woman, and then also racism because they're black. And then if you're an LGBTQ plus black woman, you then end up facing a whole nother set of challenges that then presents itself in very physical, real ways that can easily be proven. If you look at things like the wage gap on how black women are paid even less than white women who are paid even less than white men, that all comes into play. And one of the main reasons that it was talked about, and if you look in the ADW book, The Complexity of Identity, Who Am I, by Beverly Daniel Tatum, she talks about how black people and women, when you ask them to list who they are, black people are always going to list oh, I am black, or I am a woman, or I am a part of this group that's typically a disadvantaged group because of that. And that's basically how intersectionality plays into the African diaspora, because that's something you have to be able to consider all those different aspects of a person when you're talking about the African diaspora.